insane dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello from me and my mean smirk. How the hell are you? Okay. In the event that, where is my background? In the event that I start raging and this stream ends, I will restart it. I don't know what the hell's happening with my laptop. Actually, I have an idea that I deleted something that I shouldn't have when it did this weird update because, well, for one thing, I thought I was going to stream early. And then my laptop just did this weird screen and then started making this sound that I've never heard in my life. It was very high pitched. So I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. Again, if it doesn't work and I say, fuck this, fuck the world, fuck your mom and your dog too, just know I don't really mean you. I'm just fed up with this laptop. So anyways, if I rage quit, I will be right back. Good morning, by the way, and happy Wednesday. I am in a good mood despite this shit. Hello, Erin. Good to see you, my beautiful best friend. Free the people. Strawberries. Leave Foodie alone. French fry dragged you, and she was right. Okay, you know, Strawberries, maybe I will consider what you have to say about me when you can afford a Foodie Beauty membership or when you can fit into a size 5X merch. Until then, buy some diapers so you stop shitting yourself and please move on. I can say whatever the fuck I want about Foodie Beauty, and if you think I care what a tater tot with dry hair says about me, you have another thing coming. Okay? Anyways, hello, Stella. Hello, Miss Candy Corn, Bethany Badass, Toki. Good to see you, Lori. Hello. Jamie says, what? Ash. Who else am I missing? Fashionable. Hello, hello. Ruby Soho. Eric. Violet. Am I missing anybody? I'm so sorry. I did a quick scroll. Okay, good morning. Let's go to Twitter. Oh, wait. I didn't tell you a quick summary of what happened before we go there. All I remember is Foodie Beauty's PayPal was reported, right? And PayPal told her to stop using it. Then she had Peetz set up a GoFundMe for her, and that got reported, and they're investigating it. And she's been raging all this morning. I don't know what she's so bent out of shape about. Her GoFundMe is still up. It's still up. What else is happening? Salah last night declared, or yesterday at some point, afternoonish, declared that he owns Foodie Beauty's channel. he was blocking Beezers left and right. He was being a real dick. There's some gossip coming over on Twitter. I can't think of it right now, but we're gonna get to it. Shani's channel, she can't upload right now because she has 3 community guideline strikes. Rev looks like he's going to die. I think that's a quick summary. I think it is. Hey, Rhonda, Foodie has asked us to do our worst. True. She should stop telling people, girl world specifically. You know, we might not all get along, but we do come together when it matters. Yes, we do. All right, I'm going to share my screen. This is going to be the sign if my laptop is going to let me do this shit or not. I guess we'll just start off with sharing. Look at him. It almost looks like he's having an allergic reaction. Okay, I remember this one time when, like, my drinking, it really took off. It was like, oh, a couple of glasses of wine at night to sleep, and then it was like 8 glasses to even knock me out. Anyways, during that period, I started getting so red and I would break out in hives. I probably should have listened to my body then, but no, 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 not me. Anyways, I don't know if he's having some sort of reaction, if Shani took his face and like dragged it across the carpet. I don't really know what's happening, but here's the clip. Is Shani trying to? I don't know. I mean, do you really think these people have health insurance? I mean, not health insurance, life insurance. Would anybody insure them? Dude, I don't like you, but you are killing yourself with alcohol. I could recognize that look. Yikes. All right, let me find this clip. I posted it somewhere. I'm on a journey. I was asking if anybody watched the video because Chev uploaded on his channel, whoever Chev is. Is that their like ship name, Chev? Anyways, okay. I'm just gonna attempt to play this. I'm nervous my whole laptop is gonna crash. If it does, RIP, we had a good run.
The Shanty for Christ channel got a 3rd copyright strike.
Nicole, I missed you. Hello. Hey, Leah. There is no way they have life insurance. Absolutely fucking not. No. I don't.
From stuff that was not even public. It doesn't even make sense. I don't know how it got popped. I don't know if you have anything on your channel, period, that is copyrighted material, I suggest that you delete it immediately before you get popped. They do this every now and then. What's up, Eraserhead? They do this every goddamn fucking dogs.
Jeez.
They do this every now and
Imagine dogs barking in the morning when people are walking by. The nerve of them.
then, where they will scrub channels for copyrighted shit and they'll start popping people. And it looks like that's what's going on because.
Well, Rev, I don't remember how old he is, but he appears to be 113.
This wasn't even public. The video that got popped was a privated video. So they must, the only thing I can think of is they have AI bots that are, God damn it.
Jeez. I don't know. Next, he's going to be raging at a rooster crowing in the morning. I don't like these people. I just happened to get curious one day and I'm like, I haven't watched Shani in like 4 or 5, I don't know. Maybe it hasn't even been 5 days, but I just searched her channel and then I saw that something happened. Anyways, maybe that was God. Maybe that was God telling her, you need to stop talking about the situation. You are spiraling. You're going crazy. Something bad is going to happen. I don't know. Rev, you need help desperately. Still think you're a piece of shit. Michael Furberger posted this, and I need to know what the audio is. Oh, it doesn't want to play it. That's legitimately what she looks like, though. Right? Hashtag foodie beauty, hashtag Danny DeVito. The penguin, Grok AI. Hey Ash, I believe that Stella, he looks like the undead. Yeah, it would be great in a vampire film. Hey Sue, driving, so I want to say a quick hi, drive safe. Leah, it was an outside wall near the garage though. How are you doing, Breezy? Did you do anything productive yesterday? Or did you get a nap in? No, I've given up on a nap. I've come to the conclusion that I just don't deserve a nap for whatever reason. I don't know. I guess I'll sleep when I'm dead. I did sleep amazing last night though, so there's that. I woke up feeling all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I did. How are you doing, Leah? Okay, hold on. I want to get to Foodie Beauty's bullshit live stream. She wasn't live very long. I feel like it was maybe an hour or less. Maybe. I said, I think she might rage. Oh, and she's live. Don't give her the view. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I will recap here. Find your fave reaction channel. Just to counteract what I just said, if you should feel so inclined, you should definitely check out Foodie Beauty's channel. Or there's a variety of reaction channels that you can choose from. There you go. There you go. All right. She's putting on the red lipstick. Skinny legs. He will rage at a cock if he lived on a farm.
Aha! I look a little waxy.
Because you're dying.
Oh, nice. You're freshman. Hi. I missed a lot of people. Do I go back and say hi for like 20 minutes? Or are you guys good? A big
Do you think she kind of resembles a hemorrhoid?
collective hi. Arabic coffee is intense.
Lipstick on a pig? Oh,
So-
wrinkly reader.
We have in the kitchen a big pot, a medium, and a small. Small's for individual. It's dark, the picture. Oh, that's better. Hey. Hold on. Oh, my GoFundMe. Pinned. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute.
Old wrinkly wiener, lipstick on a pig. She is so massive, it's almost unreal at this point. It has to be exhausting being her. I just see her and I'm like, well, I could kind of see why she's tired now. I kind of understand it. Can you imagine lugging around that big old back? Her head must weigh so much in itself. Yeah, I guess it must be exhausting. And then her blood pressure must always be high because she's always pissed off. So massive high blood pressure. She's no, thank you. No, thank you. I said she's trying to contain the rage. Let's see. So when we get to from this clip on, pay attention to the chat because Salah eventually gets pissy and says that he owns her channel. He demands respect. She demands respect for him. So I have a friendly reminder of who he is at the end of all this, just so we can remember who she wants us to respect. Anyways, he pissed off a bunch of beezers. I think she's officially killing her channel.
Canada, hardly. No, I'm bringing a bidet with me, Trixie. Oh, the toilet paper. Yeah, I forgot paper. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hi, Tracy. Links. I have no friends. Hardly. In Canada, hardly. But that's okay. I have family.
Who won't let you stay with them and they won't help you get back home? You call us losers. We're eventually going to get to her age where she calls us losers. My family is over every single day. And if they're not over, they're calling me nonstop. I swear. I swear. Sometimes I have to text my sister to stop calling me. I don't need to know when she's turning left on a cool street. Anyways, we're losers. I don't see any of us asking for 10 grand to get out of a situation we put ourselves in. Anyway, she looks like shit. She does. She looks like an angry, stubbed. She looks like Salah's toe. Okay, this is what I see when I look at Foodie Beauty: an angry hemorrhoid and Salah's rotten toe, or some sort of hybrid of those two things together. I think you're right, Wanda. Is there a Wanda here? Did I miss Wanda? Foodie Beauty, that lipstick isn't going to make you pretty. Pig oink oink Foodie. Oh, don't you oink at her. She's gonna rage. She does not like being oinked at. Did you know the rage we got, what was it, yesterday? When she was making fun of a woman and saying she looked like the tree lady, or was that the day before? And she was making that god awful face. Apparently, it was a picture of her. Isn't that wild? Short-lived because she wants to watch a movie with Salah. Friendly reminder, they're supposed to be separating. But they're going to watch a movie together, and they have certainly been taking company to eat a lot lately since the scam kicked off. I feel like every night since she begged for money, since that kicked off, she's been taking family out to eat. Isn't that odd?
Hey, Lynx. But maybe I'll change that, you know? And then I can't stay on late tonight, guys, because I want to watch a movie with Salah. And then tomorrow, we got to be up once a week. What time are we going tomorrow? We got invited to dinner. So we're going to go have dinner. I'm going to see Sasa. And I'm very excited about that, actually. You're going to miss
Toki, but what did Roy do? I need to know why Roy is annoying.
the unicity lady.
What if the wife is the unicity lady? The new wife? Salah declaring that he owns Chantal's channel. I said, slight rage. Beezer's uncomfortable. Why do I feel like I'm flying through this? Interesting. Okay. No, we still have a lot to go. Okay, never mind. Don't mind me. Ignore me. All right, so Salah declaring that he owns Chantal's channel. Slight rage. Beezer's uncomfortable. So right here is when he starts. Yes, I own this channel, and I will stay general moderator. And then Strawberry says, Chantal, there's some talk about reporting Peetz to welfare for the GoFundMe. Oh, we have a clip of Peetz saying that he's not happy about being tied to Chantal's GoFundMe. What I did hear is that if he's on food stamps, this GoFundMe could fuck with that. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how things work in Canada. I'm not going to pretend to. So if I have any Canadians in the chat, can you please let me know? Also, somebody on Twitter pointed out that they think Salah's car was bought with the last scam, the scam before this scam. You know how she said she was paying for Sasa's transportation to get to school? I think Salah is the transportation. Anyways, how the heck do you own her channel? Stud Boy asked. Stud Boy? He says, chocolate. Yes, young lady, I own this channel. What else? You need a streamer house? Oh God. Can you picture Foodie Beauty in a streamer house? She'd be the first voted out.
and friends and everybody he knows here. They love having us around. So, you know.
I honestly hope people report him. He's a fucking moron for making a GoFundMe for Chantal. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, no, this is unpacking. We got some shipments from Kuwait because whenever Salah came, like I left all my stuff, right? I was in a haste. So Salah had some stuff shipped here. Thank you, Kingu. I was looking at villas online or like apartments and, you know, they're so expensive now, man.
Three of the people said the money went to Sasa's parents, Noor and Salah. Yep.
But like
I think Noor's his baby mama. I'm convinced.
3-bedroom will run you almost $3,000 a month.
Chantal on Fish Tank.
This Becca, I'm being 100% honest. I don't know what you don't think I'm being honest about, but don't know. I mean, I'm moving.
I'm moving.
So, you know,
Eat cake, ya fake, said, but it's Foodie's channel, and you didn't build it up, Salah. Why are you saying you own it? Asking respectfully. Chocolate Butterfly says, Salah, you own the channel?
well, the priority is not a car right away. I'm going to get there and then
Bigger.
be settled with a place. And then maybe we can fundraise bees for some towards a car. I don't know. Do like 24-hour streams. I'll live stream until I get a car. You guys can also
Shoot. Hold on, I'm trying to make this better for
but
you.
the GoFundMe is not for Peetz. It's for me. It clearly says right on the GoFundMe. And honestly, Strawberries, people who would report somebody to welfare are just the lowest scum at the, like garbage juice at the bottom of a garbage bin. That's those people. Quite frankly. Villa 2.0. Inshallah, we'll see. There's people like doing everything they can to stop making this happen. I don't know. It's so weird.
You're not supposed to be collecting donations while you live in Syria, right? How about if you stop trying to break the rules and stop trying to find loopholes? There wouldn't be anything to report. If you ever did something the right way, there would be nothing to report.
Anyway, so I have a GoFundMe. I don't have PayPal right now. My bad. You're not allowed to use it here. So don't send anything to that. They didn't close my account. I talked to a rep from there. They just said from now on, don't use it while you're there. So that's it. So we're good to go. Hey, Sippy. So yeah, I had, Peetz.
Why is Pete still on welfare if he got an inheritance? If people are threatening and she's upset that they're going to report him to welfare, like why is he on it if he got 15,000? If you are on some sort of like financial help, right? Like if you get EBT or food stamps or whatever, you can't make over a certain amount, right?
Set up a GoFundMe on my behalf, which is totally legal. I just can't handle the funds while I'm here because of sanctions and stuff. So
Ollie.
He did it for me. He's not getting any of the money. It's my bank account that's on the GoFundMe. So
There's a cost if you support Foodie. It's true, and you would think that Peetz would know better by now.
really, Breezeth? Oh no, sorry to hear that
So I
though.
ever sped up? Let me see.
Yeah, when I'm back in Canada, right? Hey, Kitty Charm, Simply Ravishing. So I'll
Somebody wants to Apple Pay her.
figure out something, anyways. I'll have to have them like pay for stuff for me, I'm allowed to keep the.
Salah says little piggies don't cry. The only one who looks like a pig is Chantal, your wife. Salah, you fake married that beast. You know all your friends make fun of you. All your family makes fun of you.
The money from PayPal. I just can't use it anymore for while I'm here, so I won't. Hey, YouTube lover. Oh, Carolina, hi. Sorry, I didn't
We need a Foodie meets doctor now, Ark. Yes.
see you. Hello, Carolina. So GoFundMe on behalf of somebody else fundraising for me. It's just to help, with travel, get me home, get set up from scratch, and I know there's only like $14 or so there, but thanks, Breeze.
Saw said Trixie, I know. Now all the morons will do video about that as usual, nothing new. I think it's weird you're declaring you own her channel. Aren't you guys supposedly separating? Are you allowed to own a channel while you're in? I mean,
Oh, Teardrop, I didn't see you either. Oh my goodness. Here I am just babbling. Hi, Teardrop. Everybody, hello.
oh, Lori said the inheritance is long gone. It was like 10K. And I'm trying to remember who it was from. I'll go back and look in my history. Hey, Sunshine. Foodie will be the next person to break his toilet.
No, don't be silly. He doesn't own my channel. I own my channel. Right? What? I didn't know you said.
I own my channel, right? Hold on. Am I reading too much into that? Let's watch that last part again. I own my channel, right? Well, why won't it play now?
No, don't be silly. He doesn't own my channel. I own my channel. Right? What? I didn't know you.
Oh my god. What did Nicole say? I want her to get to Canada and rage and do a rage tell-all. So do I. Okay, that would be nice. However, I don't think anybody should fund her trip back to Canada. I don't. But I do want her to go back there and rage. I want her to expose Salah. I want him to do a tell-all on his channel. I want it to be messy. And no, I don't feel bad saying that. No Queen Jellybean said it would be a shame if GoFundMe found out that Foodie Beauty moved to Syria with her Syrian husband and that she's scamming money on their site after her VPN didn't work and PayPal shut her other scam down. And then somebody tagged GoFundMe and said this is a scammer trying to use your platform to scam money from people. She lives in Syria and had someone set this up for her. This is the page. Then there's a link for GoFundMe, Foodie Beauty's GoFundMe. She was just kicked off PayPal for scamming. Again, she told Girl World to do their worst. So, I mean, they always do. I just saw this picture. If you're newer to Foodie Beauty and you're wondering why we even watch her because she's so boring for the most part, once upon a time she wasn't boring. And she used to lay out on live streams with her fupa out. And we used to roll down hills. She used to get so high that she would think that there was intruders in her closet. We would chase around a crackhead all over Canada. It used to be a good time. But I need you all to realize that she's even bigger now than she was in this photo. S-Jam got this couch. Can I point out all the stains on it? Do you see this? Like fupa juice everywhere, fupa ball sweat everywhere. There was probably sperm everywhere, and S-Jam has that in his house. I think I would have burned it, but whatever. She loved to be in her underwear all the time. We would always get flashed too. Cowboy Dog said, Shmi leaving all of Cutie's manic texts on read this week. Like Eric left our Discord invite on read for 2 whole months. Nana Spike T said, imagine being unable to be an adult and wanting to return to this type of life. Yeah, this is what she wants to return to. When she's talking about she wants to bees again, she wants to sit around in her underwear high on live streams. So imagine unable to be an adult and wanting to return to this type of life. Foodie, you said you have so much to do in life. What does that entail? At almost 42, you should be settled in life, not wanting to go back to this type of shit. I mean, there's something fun about scrolling nude. However, we all don't do it on a live stream, right? I don't know. At least I don't. I said she just got mad at Julia for being a cat. This pissed me off, and I think she forgot everybody was watching because the way she reacted to Julia, and then she switched up and tried to laugh immediately after. Let me play this from the beginning.
Julia!
I'm busy eating, Breezy. Oh no, I'm sorry. I always ruin everybody's breakfast and lunch, and I don't mean to.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, babe. Julia! Oh, sorry, I didn't
Chachi, I would never yell at you like that. You're
mean to
perfect.
scare you, babe.
Buy her a scratching post or buy something that she can sharpen her nails on. And don't yell at your cat like that. You don't even yell at your fake husband who wanted to shit on K-Bella and smell her farts and who blocks everybody in your chat. I hate this woman. I do. I said she is in a mood because right here I feel like she got a bit spicy. However, I don't remember what happened. So let me speed it up and I'm going to refresh my memory and watch this with you. Hold on. We're eventually going to get to her rage, you guys.
So, if they dox you, just let it be. Yeah. Because, I don't know. It's just that the landlord didn't want to deal with that mess. And I felt like he wanted me out. So I took I was preemptive about it. And I was like, you know what? I don't like your attitude with me. I'm just going to leave. Because he was like, oh, people are saying that you were messy in Ottawa. I was like, dude, that was like 3 years ago. Or more.
But you're still messy. You're still a slob. Not everybody wants their property ruined. Some people work hard for their money and some people value what they have.
Like,
if you own property or you rent out a house or a room, would you rent to this woman? Truthfully, would you rent to this woman?
Whose house doesn't get messy once in a while? I don't know. So whatever.
I have a tweet to show you her messy house that she shared with Peetz. So we're going to get to that.
Yeah, he wasn't the nicest guy, honestly. He was like neurotic about everything. And I don't want to live in a place where the landlord lives in the building. Oh, no way.
Yeah, my parents, they have properties and they wouldn't rent to Chantal. They wouldn't. It would cost so much to fix things after she left. Lord knows what you would have to do to get the smell out.
I don't want to live there.
Oh no, it might be acting up.
Dickhead is in jail. Oh, I don't have to worry about him anyways. Anytime I've been to Canada, I didn't have to worry about that. Because if he ever came near me, which I doubt, I would be calling the cops. Hi, Scrape.
You would be spreading your legs, let's be honest.
Instantly.
There'd be no cop
Yeah,
calling.
that era has been and is long over. So, hey, Monique. Where's my commissary? What, you're out of bars of soap?
Wow. Isn't it weird how she can talk about Naturd that way and nothing ever happens to her channel? But if anybody else talks about him, Dahmer's like right on striking, like right away. You can't say a word about him. Nobody else can say a word about him, but Chantal can. And I always think that's weird. Same thing when she rages about Dahmer. Her streams stay up. Isn't it funny how that works? Tweetsara said Foodie will never put in the work it takes to make sure her cat meets all the requirements to travel to Canada. The paperwork from Kuwait to Syria is not enough for Canada. No, dum-dum, that's not enough. So Chantal said, yes, I won't leave here until she's ready. But she mostly is. We have everything from when she flew to Syria. And then Tweetsara shows exactly what Foodie Beauty would need. Okay, Tweetsara said again, she'll never put in the work it takes to make sure her cat meets all the requirements. Okay, they said the paperwork from Kuwait to Syria is not enough for Canada. So let me go through these screenshots. If it's going to take longer than 2 minutes, she's not going to do it. So what can cause your current papers to be insufficient? Here are reasons why the old paperwork might not work. Date validity. Validity. I can't say Read the word for yourselves. Some documents, vaccination certificates, health certificates need to have been issued recently within a specific time frame for entry. If too old, they may be rejected. Specific format and content, Canada may require certain details. Vaccine manufacturer, serial number, lot number, duration of immunity, details about the vet, etc. If the paperwork from Syria, Kuwait doesn't include those, you might need a new one. Jeez. I remember when I gave vaccines way back in the day when I worked in the vet clinic. We had to take the sticker and put that on their chart, and then you have to write down the lot number, the serial number. It was a whole thing. And it's for reasons like this. Well, this is just many. Well, it's not specifically for this, but one of the many reasons. Certificate endorsement. Sometimes, what are the odds that Kuwait and Syria are doing that? Like taking the sticker off the vaccine, putting it in the cat's chart, writing the weight down, the date, all of that. I don't know. Foodie took Julia to some back alley, whatever that was. Wasn't it a vet pharmacy, not at an actual veterinary clinic? Okay, so sometimes health certificates must be endorsed by the government or official veterinary authorities. If your old certificate was only from a private vet without the required official stamping or endorsement, it might not be accepted. Okay, Canada looks at where the pet is coming from and the risk of diseases. So it says country of origin / risk status. Canada looks at where the pet is coming from and the risk of diseases like rabies in that country. The rules, vaccination, waiting times, etc., may vary depending on the country or region. Syria might be considered rabies risk, which can trigger stricter requirements. Interesting. Language. If the paperwork is in a language other than English or French and is not translated or officially accepted, that could be a problem. Airline / transit requirements. Besides government import requirements, airlines often have their own rules for traveling with pets. Health certificates, proof of vaccination, Even if Canadian border officials accept a document, the airline might not unless you have what they require. What you should do to be safe: contact a veterinarian and ask if your current documentation meets CFIA standards. Show them the Canadian requirements. Check with the automated import reference system. Make sure the rabies certificate is current and it has all the required details: date, vaccine, lot, manufacturer, vet signature. I highly doubt she has all this, you guys. I highly doubt it. I have a folder for Chachi. It's not like she travels around or yes, I said your name. It's not like I travel around with her a lot, but like if God forbid something happens to me, people know she's been vaccinated, she's been spayed, whatever, you know? They just know. If for whatever reason I'm out of the country or out of town, like my parents they'd have a list of things. Whatever Chachi's been on before, when she had surgery, I just think like that's the responsible thing to do. I don't think Pootie. I almost accidentally say Pootie all the time now, and I don't know why, but I doubt Pootie is doing all that, right? I doubt there's a folder for Julia, maybe a post-it, and it says rabies, definitely given. Hey, get awkward. Val, I have a folder for our pets also, all paperwork together. It's smart. It's smart. You never know, like, God forbid, I hope your pet doesn't have an emergency, but you never know when you're going to need that. And it's going to be the time you don't have it. And it's going to be the time that you're going to have to call around and pray a vet's open and pray you can get in contact with the other vet across town, whatever else. Always ask for the paperwork from your vet, whatever vet visit. Always ask for it. And if you have to go back for it or if they have to email it to you, whatever. I know most vets are paperless right now. Or now, but some still aren't. So keep a folder, ask for stuff to print out. Ask for your vaccines to be printed out that they give. Everything. You're going to need it one day and you're not going to have it. So that's my PSA to all you out there. Eyelash said, isn't this interesting? Pooh Boy owns a Canadian channel while living in Syria. Again, he says that he owns the channel and will stay general moderator. He thinks he is just so cool. I think he forgets. We all know what he's working with. He's got puny arms, a non-existent peen, and he married a woman with more STDs than Hollywood put together. So there's that. Oops. If you saw it, you saw it. I'm just gonna scroll on. I said ew. I don't remember what this is. Oh, the Beezers are so fucking weird. Would you share this story in a live stream? My friend sharded in Walmart once, and they had to close off the area where it landed on the floor and put a biohazard sign. It was so funny. Yep. Okay. And if you sharded in a Walmart and that really happened, would you tell anybody? Or would you run and just never go to that Walmart again? I don't know. I'd move cities, states even. Like when our cat ate styrofoam and got peritonitis and had to be rushed to a vet hospital. I spent $4,000 to get the little baby well again. Couldn't have anticipated that. That must have been so scary. Pets, they eat the damnedest things. I remember we had a puppy one time. We rescued her. She was a Chinese crested powder puff. So I'm sure most people have seen the Chinese crested hairless. They also have a powder puff, right? She was like this tiny ball of fur, and she was put together all wrong because it just, yeah. Anyways, she had a lot of problems, but like one day she ate a penny off the floor. A penny. I don't know why you would think to eat that, but she did. And so, like, since that was forever ago, but I feel like we've been very aware now. There's not going to be a random penny on the floor. But yeah, it was really expensive. And I remember when we brought her in, we had to sign the paperwork if we wanted her to be resuscitated or not. And it was like, it's scary. It's scary when you're going through that. I remember working in a veterinary field. One time there was a dog that came in that ate fish hooks. Fish hooks. Another dog ate rocks. We had another dog that came in. He really liked to eat socks and underwear. But it's weird what they'll eat. I don't know. I don't know. And it's fucking scary when it happens. Siphon, hey, good morning. I feel like we haven't seen you in a minute. Okay, I said she's so fucking lazy here. Don't remember what the clip is, but I remember I thought she was lazy. All right, let's start it over.
You're gonna get bigger than a house with the Nashies. Yeah, true. I don't. Maybe I should go on the list for surgery. I don't know if they'll even actually might make me do therapy.
So she doesn't want to have to do the therapy that they require for you to get a major surgery like that, right? She's fucking lazy. She just is. Do you remember what she said about people who've had weight loss surgery? I remember there was a time, what, maybe 3 years ago? She was raging and saying that people that have weight loss surgery are lazy. Lazy. Meanwhile, people who have weight loss surgery, like, there's a whole thing, like, you have to see a therapist. You have to actually put in the work and change your behavior before you have the surgery because they don't want to give you a surgery and then the next day you're going back to your old ways, right? I think they put in a lot of work to change their life, something that she is incapable of doing. If you've had weight loss surgery out there, shout out to you. You did the damn thing. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, Salah monitoring her donation amounts, Salah blocking Beezers when they don't kiss his ass, and Teardrop running her dentured cocksucker. Okay, let's see what this is. I'm clicking. Fall Girly, we're gonna miss you. Bye. Oh, this is when he was blocking everybody. I think Dr. Agathon got blocked too. I mean, they were typing and I saw their comments disappear, I feel like at once. Teardrop said, Fall Girly telling Salah what to do. Shaking my head, dummy. His fat wife tells him what to do when he listens. 194 out of 8.5 thousand. He's keeping track of how much she's getting. He's getting some of the money. He is. Unless he really wants her gone. So, like, every hour he's checking to see if anybody else donated. Monica said, this tells me we're all right. It's a grift for money for him, too. I mean, it seems like it. She's jealous because she doesn't qualify for weight loss surgery. I just had a long-haired orange cat just walk into my house. I don't have a cat, so I was a bit surprised. Oh, he needs a name. We should name him George. Teardrop said, some of you act like Salah is out of the picture. He chose you, though. Do you have a snack you could give him? Okay, Teardrop said, some of you act like Salah is out of the picture already when she's literally still married and in Syria. Then she probably shouldn't ask for money. Tweets said Foodie doesn't need thousands of dollars for Julia because she isn't putting in the work it takes to do the proper paperwork, which are requirements for entry into Canada. Instead, she's drooling over Nashi sandwiches and buying plates for a place she doesn't even have yet, let alone hasn't even left yet. Here's another clip. I said, drama in the chat. She announces no disrespect to Salah allowed. Beezers were being blocked and comments deleted left and right. I think this is where I saw Dr. Agathon go away. I could be wrong.
I won't tolerate anyone like disrespecting Salah and no like, Islamophobia, racism. Other than that, pretty fair game. The people want a new Canada arc?
Hey, Kathy, her original grift was 5K. Now it's 10K. I'm sure they're splitting the money. I think they are.
Hope you will get the donations. Thank you, B. I'll go to, Orange Julep. Do it as Molly Brown.
Dr. Agathon said, you're still going to have Salah as a mod when you're back in Canada?
Yeah, in Canada, we have more expensive Chef Boyardee.
Oh, yay. Look at Canada having fancy Chef Boyardee.
The second Beetlejuice I did, it's good.
The cat stork visited you today. I know, that's so cool. I want an orange cat to come visit me. I'll name him Oliver.
No, he'll be an honorary mod. I don't know, guys. Let's just think about the content and stuff. No Frills brand. Is it good? Chef Warity was a Libra.
Dr. Agathon says having Salah as a mod is what tanked your channel in the first place.
Yeah, Lois. Marzipan. Marie Antoinette. Eat a whole cake.
Carolina said, I hope you two never turn on each other. And I hope Salah doesn't become a reaction channel. If they are, in fact, ever over, he most definitely will become a reaction channel. He seems petty. I could see him reacting to Chantal.
No. $3.51. Thank you.
Strawberry said, Salah, I tried to message you on TikTok, but it didn't work. So did I. His account is private. She must have been watching our stream yesterday.
No, I talked to him, and he's not going to be super strict. But just because
he shouldn't be strict at all. Aren't you guys supposedly separating? Why does he have a say in your channel?
we're not together, I don't want people talking bad about him, you know? So that's why.
If you've been blocked on Foodie Beauty's channel for talking badly about Salah or having an opinion, just know that you're welcome to come in here and state it.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Tristan, Maddie.
We would
buddy.
too. I'm nosy.
Yeah. You should live stream each day until you reach 1,000. Then I could come home in 7 days. Yeah, I won't have a car for a little while, but that's okay. Maybe I'll have enough. Oh, I think I'll probably rent a car for a couple weeks so that I can move. And then once I'm moved in, I don't have to worry about that as bad. Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
If you guys want to be rude to me. I don't care.
Okay, I think you're a nasty cunt. And I think you married a man with the smallest peen I've ever seen. I think you're an animal abusing, ugly hag. There you go. Anyways, Board Potty Mouth said, wait, did this dolt just admit that her bank account was, what does that mean? Just admit that her bank account was listed for his charity scam? Oh my gosh, this is so much worse. She wasn't allowed to, so he did with her bank account. This is why people doubt fundraising platforms like Gofundme. I want to look in these comments. So her bank account was listed for his charity scam, which was Sasa, right? Acadia said, are you talking about the GoFundMe that Peetz set up? Yes. Ali said, so much more to add to it, to the complaint. Wait, I'm confusing myself because I'm trying to figure out what dolt is and I can't get past that. I'm going to look it up right now. Dolt meaning. Oh God, please don't be something horrible. It means a stupid person. Me, because I didn't know what it meant. All right, so he did with her bank account. So Peetz. And again, supposedly he might be getting food stamps or some sort of assistance. Carla said, yep, she sure did. I'm sure that little tidbit will be especially interesting to her bankruptcy monitor. You know, I've been debating on if I wanted to say this. But fuck it, I don't care. Her beezers have done all kinds of horrible stuff to me. I saw on Twitter that her sister works in the field of bankruptcies. So it's wild to me that Foodie Beauty is so bad with money. And remember, was it yesterday we were covering when she said she couldn't live with her sister because her sister has a disability? Her sister works with money. How bad off can she be? Anyways, the media is our enemy, said, but Peetz is on welfare. How is he planning on hiding this money from the Canadian government? You have to say everything that enters your bank account, and even if you have a bank account, at least out here. Again, I'm not going to pretend I know how things work in Canada, but I know that he can't have over a certain amount. He really is an idiot if he's willing to fuck up his welfare for a woman that throws him away every time she meets a new man. So they said Peetz is on welfare. How is he planning on hiding this money from the Canadian government? Once people report him, he will lose the benefits, never get them back, and may have to repay what he received. How dumb can he be? Nothing but scammers. I bet she promised him money. Rhonda said she doesn't give a shit about Teardrop or anyone. She doesn't. Nope, they're just dollar signs. She sees them as dollar signs. Oh, that's $5 out of that one. Another $5 from Tracy. She doesn't fucking care about anybody. Look at how she treats them when she gets mad at Yaba or FFG or whoever. She rage quits, doesn't upload for them for days, says she's not uploading anymore. She rages at them, calls people idiots. And look at how she even treats them when she's not raging. Salah could just kick anybody out. Anybody. People who have been there for years. Just blocked because of him. So I guess she showed a glimpse of the other side of her room. You know the room she's always live streaming in? We're supposed to believe that this is some huge, massive house with a courtyard. And it's so big, it takes a year just to get to the kitchen. I'm not buying it. It looks like a duplex almost, but smaller. I lived in a duplex once, and that's what it's giving. If you've ever lived in a duplex, tell me that's not giving duplex. Which I don't mind. I mean, I made that place a happy little home, but don't tell us you're in like some mansion on the hills and you're in a duplex. Just don't lie. It looks filthy. It does look filthy. But anyways, hold on. Let's look at this door again. I remember not that long ago asking what happens to all their doors because it seems like they just fall off. It's because they're all rotting off. Look at it. Anyways, no, I don't feel bad talking about her home. When she was living in Kuwait, she was shaming other people's houses because she was living by the sea. So, fuck this bitch. Her place is terrible, filthy, unkept, much like her. Look at her right here, though. Her eye. This person said, I'm gonna sound like a dope. Instead of defacing the windows, they could have installed curtains. That's the most interest I can muster when it comes to this one. Oh yeah, didn't he frost the windows or tint the windows or something? I could see it. Yeah, why can't you just get curtains? I guess she can't afford them. Smells like mildew, fish, eggs, feet cheese, broken dreams. Yeah, sounds about right. And sweaty fupa balls. Queen Jellybean said, if the fact that Foodie can't get her own family, the same creatures that enabled her into the lazy demon that she is, to pool their money together to get her home from a marriage they know is fake in Syria, don't throw up that she's grifting, then her VIBs are dumber than I thought. If her own family isn't buying this, I don't know why other people are. Her own mom will not bail her out of this situation. But Teardrop is supposed to. Coffee Time said Salah's such a little bitch. Tiny D, nasty fetish, can't take criticism in Chantal's chat. Crazy he got exposed like that. Yet he thinks he has power? Blocking commenters is the only power he'll ever have. Mandy said, sit and spin. Okay, we're going to get into Foodie's rage. Some losers reported the GoFundMe, so hold off on donations until we appeal and answer their questions. You people reporting are so fucking pathetic and have no lives whatsoever. I laughed so hard at the description of the smell. He tinted car windows too. He's embarrassed by her. Exactly. I feel like most men love to show off their beautiful ladies. I don't know. Have you ever seen a couple walking and the woman's on the man's arm and he's just smiling, like looking so proud? I don't know. And then there's Salah, frosting windows, tinting windows, doing all but putting a bag over her head. He does not want anybody to see the lump of lard he's fake married to, except for family, because they all get money out of the lump of lard. He tinted car windows too. He is embarrassed. Anyways, Donna said, laughing out loud, I think it's funny too. Celestial Mystique said Foodie's PayPal ended. Foodie's GoFundMe under investigation. Couldn't happen to a nicer person. She should probably stop telling people to do their worst. Okay, I saw this. Noor Islah's first wife. He has 2 kids. Hold on, let's make this a little bit bigger. Noor Islah's first wife. He has 2 kids with her. Chantal was brought in to help fix the home and contribute to a business which failed. Either Noor is pregnant or a third wife is. Okay, I am hoping to God I retweeted this. I guess we're eventually going to find out. Somebody went and looked through Salah's Facebook, and he's mentioned having a son named Omar, right? And there's pictures of him with like a little boy and a little girl. So we're eventually going to get to that. I think I retweeted it. He has kids. He has kids. And I really do think Noor is the baby mama. And I think Sasa is his child. Anyways, these pictures are really, really old. So before anybody rages at me, it's on his public Facebook and they're very old. Very old. Renan said, Foodie said to Julia, I don't know why I should bring you with me. You're not even affectionate. Fuck her. Hold on. Did I even look at these comments or was I distracted? It says there's comments. Third wife? How is he having all this money for all these wives? I thought part of having a bunch of wives is like you can afford them all. Seattle Sapphire said, I think there's definitely someone else in the picture. I think that's why she's being sent away. There's not enough room for all of them now, and Foodie's, she's taking up space that they need. Misty said, don't believe it. He can't afford to give them all separate homes and treat them equally. Blondie said, maybe. Hold on. What is this? That's so cool. Okay. Sorry. Blondie said maybe one other wife already, but I highly doubt he could get 3 women to pretend marry him. Mrs. Morris Reed said Omar and Sasa, his kids. It scares me that he has children. Do you guys think Sasa is his daughter? But who is that? Hold on. My boyfriend sent me a picture. He just met a celebrity and I could see the person and I know who it is, but for some reason it's not coming to me. If you're listening, please let me know who it is. Multiple wives does not work out. Hey, Net Detective. Foodie is dumber than I thought. Everybody's saying, yeah, she is. Foodie is dumber than I thought. Wow, so for 3 years, almost, he ran from his kids and now he has to take care of them because he's back in Syria. Maybe that's why he has that look on his face. He was living it up, having the single life, and now he's responsible for all of them. He can't take care of Foodie Beauty, too. It's impossible. Your mom's emotional support, Carrot said, Chantal, you're calling Girl World losers while sat there on your fat arse begging for money to relocate because you've eaten yourself nearly immobile and cannot work a proper job. Talk about lack of self-awareness. Shut it, you scamming piece of shit. Okay, here's a clip from Peetz saying he's not happy about the GoFundMe being tied to his name. You shouldn't be because you might lose your assistance. Peetz, if you're listening, why do you do everything for a woman who throws you away? You're never enough for her. Every single time she leaves you in the dust. Do you think if you don't have food next week, she's going to care?
Basically, I helped set it up.
Hey, Mo.
Like, that's all it was. I helped her set it up. This is why it's under my name, which I'm not happy about. I don't like the fact that it's under my name. I don't like my name being attached to it.
There's a reason why her parents won't have a GoFundMe for Chantal. There's a reason why her sister won't do a GoFundMe for Chantal.
Based
Anyways, I don't know why people insist on doing comb overs. It never looks good. Not one time has a comb over ever enhanced your baldness. I want to look at the comments though. He's missing the fupa smell. I think he misses blow drying the fupa. I think so. I think he's into some weird things. Raised Dactylian said Chantal is a user, but Peetz is stupid to keep letting her do it. He should have told her no. He won't. I don't know why he doesn't grow a pair and tell her to fuck off. Miss Anthrope said, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't have knowledge about it, and she just went ahead and set it up without even informing him about it. That's much more her style. Mo said, I wouldn't be surprised either. She's selfish and crazy enough to do this. Ornock said, this dude has no balls whatsoever. I have to like this because it's true. Leah, okay, this is the clip I'm talking about. Why should Peetz get assistance? He can work. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Let me tell you, there's some days where I just don't feel like talking about foodie beauty, right? There's some days I really could care less. I mean, it's been more interesting lately, but I come live to hang out with my friends, and for two, I have a daughter with expensive taste. Let me tell you, so I have to work. I do. Um, and then if for whatever reason YouTube stopped working out, right? Like I would go get an actual outside of the house job. That's what I would do. I don't understand why people don't like having money. Even if he's on assistance, he can't be getting that much. He doesn't have kids, right? As a single person, I don't think you get that much. Density in the fridge in the morning said it was taken down for fraud accusations. And since it's under James' government name and probably reported to the welfare office, he definitely let her fuck him over again. What a fucking idiot. Oh my gosh. It's still up. Yeah, Foodie did say it was taken down first, but it is still up. So I know it's being investigated. Foodie said she had to answer some questions and they were going to get back to her. So for now, it is up. Hopefully not for long though. The goth said she treats him like shit and he keeps coming back for more. Maybe he has a humiliation kink or fetish. It turns out there's a lot of people with them. I think Foodie has that. I think Salah has that. I think he gets off on people giving her weird looks and looking at just in disgust. I think people that belong to a certain group called the something something university, I think they all have a humiliation kink. Not all of them. That was a pretty bold statement. At least 10 of them. At least 10. Mrs. Morris Reed said she probably did it and put his name on it. Emery said if he doesn't like his name attached to it, he shouldn't have done it under his name. Beezer mentality. What are the odds she just did it? And she said nobody's going to find out. They can't see who the organizer is. Because remember when she first posted about it, she said somebody started a GoFundMe for me. And then once we all said, hey, it was Peetz, and she said, oh, it was Peetz who started the GoFundMe. So what are the odds she just did it? I don't know. Thelonious said Chantal's bald dome is like a siren calling out to Pete. He can't resist it. Dude needs to get laid. I think he's too lazy to get laid. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. She probably didn't put his name. I think we read all that. Sorry. When people call me, I get thrown off. And then I'm like, what were we just talking about? I'm not sure why people can't just look to see if I'm live. Hello, everybody. I'm live. All right. So Peetz is an idiot. I feel like Peetz gets what he gets at this point. He does. He does. He's stupid enough to keep helping this woman who doesn't give a shit if he's here or not. Remember when he rented the villa in his name? She destroyed it. There was condoms everywhere, throw up in the vents. And I remember when he was depressed during the end of their living together, and she said, "Oh well, he's not my problem." Here's a wanted sign of Foodie Beauty. Wanted Chantal Foodie Beauty for crimes against common decency. Her crimes: exploitation of a child for financial gain, exploitation of animals for financial gain, putting innocent lives in danger. Reward: pride in knowing you put a self-righteous scammer behind bars. Be warned, approach with caution, she bites the hand that feeds, literally and figuratively. Hey, Poetic Justice, good to see you. 100% thimble. He's too busy with his ponies to think about that. It requires a certain type of work that Peetz isn't willing to give. Foodie does look like a blobfish, right? In Australia, it's called blobfish. This is the ugliest fish I have ever seen. Do people eat that? I have questions. I see, okay, if I was a fisherman and I caught that, I would throw it back immediately. It would be staring at me and making me feel guilty. Anyway, she looks like a blobfish. It just does. That is awesome. Yes, she does, right? Oops, I just butt dialed you. I wasn't talking. Did you butt dial me too? You did. Oh my gosh. PSA. I'm live, people. I don't know. I love you though. I'm not gonna rage at you. It's cute. It didn't even notify me. So there's that. I didn't notice that one. Queen Lee said, newest community post. I don't know why people put it as CP because in my head, it doesn't look good, right? Like I would just put new post. So Foodie said, where are all the receipts for salsa? First off, anyone who didn't give a dime can shut the fuck up. Second, she's in school. I've posted receipts of her in school. The money was given to her parents. I'm not posting receipts of how much they paid for school transport, etc., so that her school can be doxxed. This doesn't even make sense. Her rage doesn't even make sense. How does posting receipts? I spent $10 on pencils. I spent $30, like how, and showing a receipt of where that was spent, how is that doxing her school? So she's not going to show receipts on how much they paid for school transport, etc. That her school could be doxxed, and so that leech reaction shit channels can make content about it even more. It is my channel, and she is family. And if I want to post a pic update with her parents' permission, I can do what I want. Don't like the attitude of this post? Oh well. Foodie Beauty, Foodie Beauty Sass is coming back soon. Haters have half brains, I swear. One minute they demand receipts on salsa, and the next they freak if I post an update of her in school. Do you want to know why we freak? You stupid, stupid bitch. We freak because you have PDFs in your chat every time you show that little girl. That's why we freak out. Nobody wants to dock Sasa. We want to protect her from you. So we freak apparently if she posts an update of her in school. Now that's the lot of this. This I will address. Hold on, I feel like I threw myself off. Okay, haters have half brains, I swear. One minute they demand receipts on salsa, and the next they freak if I post an update of her in school. Now that is the last of it I will address. I raised money for Sasa's special private school, for her clothes, transport, and help with her family. Thank you to the kind people for making a difference in her and her family's lives. I posted proof she was in school. If that's not good enough, that's too bad. And if you think for a second we would scam literal family we are with for almost every day, you are sick in the head. I do think you would scam family. I think you would scam that little girl. And she's not your family, she's Salah's family. We would scam literal family we are with almost every day. You are sick in the head. And you know what else you can do? Anyway, I've addressed this enough, so that's it. Moving on. People freaking over $1,000 to help a disabled child and her family are sick. Stay away from me, for fuck's sake. Foodie, I don't think you can afford to be angry or rage, so you might want to simmer down. Let me go back to the chat. She wasn't at school, she was in Foodie's living room. Exactly, in every picture she showed, it was Foodie's living room. And I think Salah's car, the new car he got himself, I think he saw as transportation. Why should he get paid to take his daughter to school? Why? She has another rage. They don't sound like they are breaking up. What exactly do you want from us? Is there a single universal compartment for when people decide to separate? Do we need to scream and shout and hate one another? I've said numerous times that it's an amicable separation. We are not separating because we fight too much or don't love each other. It's because the bees is calling, and I want a Villa 2.0 era. We want different things in life. So he wants a family, and she wants to go back to this. Hold on, I'm just gonna go to this picture now. I'll go back to all this in a second. Where is it? Well, I guess we're just gonna wait because apparently I still have a lot more tweets. Anyways, eventually I'm gonna show you guys this picture of Foodie Beauty sitting with her belly out on her mound of trash and pile of fast food and dirty laundry in her room. And that's what she wants to go back to. And that's what she's saying, that they want different things. He wants a family and she wants to go back to getting high, eating 3-day-old pizza. Yaba said Foodie has access to the GoFundMe whenever she wants. She does not have to wait for her goal to be met. Also, I do think PayPal shut her down, and the only reason she isn't mad is because they already withdrew the funds. This shit is crazy watching this scam in real time. She can do this for the next year and be like, still don't have enough. That's true. Tweets R Us said, Foodie, showing receipts doesn't dox her school. Stop it. So now you're going to exploit her once more. Yes. She's fine with the PDFs who hang out on her chat, gooning after that sweet little girl. Foodie is fine with it. She'll give them updates of Sasa. Remember, she was offering to send pictures of Salah in her cute little school outfit? That's fucking creepy. But we're the sick ones? We don't allow pedophiles around children. You do, Foodie. Bad Seed said, there are reasons why there are rules, Foodie Beauty. You think it's cool to hang around a terrorist organization? Now you have implicated Peetz in your scam. Let's see. It says, in Canada, a person could potentially go to jail for setting up a GoFundMe for someone in Syria, but only if the fundraiser violates specific anti-terrorism laws or is proven to be fraudulent, which it is. It's fraudulent. There are exceptions for humanitarian aid, but significant risks remain. Okay, and what is the other screenshot? Primary risks for imprisonment. Oh my gosh. Fraud. Starting a GoFundMe with false information and pocketing money is a criminal offense. Regardless of the recipient's location, this would likely lead to jail time and fines, and GoFundMe would refund the donors. Susie said he said she asked him how to set it up, and that's all. He was really upset on his live and said he wasn't happy with his name being used. He never should have trusted her. Is this a joke? So Peetz can go to jail? Apparently. Apparently. I mean, it's almost like it's what he deserves. If you're stupid enough to trust Chantal with anything, she's not looking up laws because she doesn't care if she breaks them. She thinks she's untouchable. Nothing is ever going to happen to her. So she doesn't care of who she drags along with her. Yeah, apparently Peetz could go to jail. I don't see it happening, but apparently it could. Why would you want to fuck around? I've been to jail. It's not nice. In fact, I hope to never go back. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, do we think you would scam off Sasa's back? You did. You went to Qatar, bought a car, and fixed Salah's home up. Your definition of receipts is not receipts. Nice try rewriting history. Imagine talking like this and still demanding 10,000. Community, let's do our worst. Girl Scout said, first off,
You have refused to show receipts to those who donated and came back to complain at you. Second, Sasa is not your family, especially now that you and Salah have separated. Also, are you going to support her going forward? Are you going to once you leave? No, she'll forget all about Sasa, her family. I don't even think she'll be thought about at all, which is sad. Oh, I was listening to the Used this morning. This song, it woke me up, and it's exactly what I needed. A box full of sharp objects. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. I'm forever in love with this song, The Taste of Ink. I don't know. It's just my song. My song. All right, let's keep going. I want to show you her disgusting room. Just Me said, this is what she should do. Shut your mouth, stop eating, and get a job, you lazy cunt. You'll soon have the money. So someone left her a comment. Mrs. B said, lazy piece of shit, get a job. You're perfectly able to. Learn to shut your mouth and stop eating. You'll soon have the money. No one owes you bloody anything. Your mother ought to be ashamed of herself. She best be. No one would want you. I mean, imagine raising your child to turn out like this. She doesn't contribute anything to society. She takes. You'd be embarrassed to be seen with Chantal in pub. I would be. I would be. One minute you're playing with your beautiful, lovely daughter, little girl, right? And the next, they're 900 pounds and a fucking rat, scamming people left and right. And oh my God, can you imagine how her mother's heart must break if she found out about what Foodie does for the creeps on her channel with that little girl? Shenanigans said Chantal asks why we care about her grifting money if we aren't donating to her. I didn't know that an opinion came with a price tag. Believe it or not, most people don't like seeing other people get scammed. Clipped from barbecue chicken on YouTube. All right, let's go full screen. Hold on one second. I hate her couch. Have I mentioned that lately?
To watch a movie. Anna, I don't know what part of the sentence, if you don't have money, you don't have to donate. You don't get. So why is it always the people who don't give anything who complain? You're not giving anything. Problem solved. Like, who cares?
So if I see a crime being committed, a little old lady being robbed, do I just say, well, it's not happening to me and continue on my way?
Right? No, I'm serious. Like, why do you care if you're not giving? Who cares? I'm not taking any of your money. And I'm sure I won't raise that much, so I'm sure I will be putting some of my own money in it. It will just take me longer to get home, that's all. If you make $200 a day, it will take about 6 weeks to save $8K. That's it? That's not bad. Hey.
What happened to the money that was just sitting in her bank account? Her YouTube money that she said she was unable to touch?
What is that? Oh, that's not enough.
To watch a movie. Anna.
Wait, how can you guys not remember the porch food? I don't know. Tell me. Old porch food sounds like it's right up Chantal's alley. So she's going to live with Salah for 6 weeks. What is going on? I think longer. I don't know. I don't think she's really ever going back. I think they're gonna have a hard time getting rid of her. She'll ask to be part of the new family, the new happy family. I don't know, a handmaid or something. Peach Slick said, I care about a lot of things that don't directly. Oh, she can't be a handmaid. I care about a lot of things that don't directly affect me because guess what? I'm not a sociopathic piece of shit narcissist, and I care about others and want a fair and just world. Is that honestly so weird? It's just disgusting to see a woman not want to use a dime of her own money that she says she has. I mean, how often did we have to hear about how well off she is? That she doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to. Salah is a successful business owner. I mean, she all but called everybody poor except for her and Salah. But she can't afford to get back to Canada. She can't afford a bed. She can't afford to rent a car. It's a little weird. She's fucking awful. It's gross that she's asking for money yet again to get herself out of a situation she put herself in. Most of us are stressed about bills. I don't know about any. Okay, I'll speak for myself. I am. I hate when I have to pay bills. It stresses me the fuck out. I get a headache. I'll get a knot in my stomach. And then sometimes I'm angry for like 3 hours after, right? Because I realize how much it's just hard to survive if you have kids, if you have pets, if you live in Southern California, wherever. It's just hard in general. And then to ask somebody to give you $10,000 so you can fly home to Canada and get high. And she never does what she says she's going to do with the money. Not once has she ever done the right thing. Friendly reminder, if you're new to Foodie Beauty, she always goes back to this man. Always. He even tells her not to come home, and she does anyways. Shenanigans said, Chantal, I'm bad with my money. Also, Chantal, but give me your money. You really are the fuck up of the family, Chantal, aren't you? I think about that info I found out about your sister and how she works in the finance field. Um, I guess I should just say works with money. And then there's you, that like you can't keep $2 in your pocket because it's burning a hole through it. It's wild how you turned out this way. Your sister dresses nice, she's cute, has a good job, and it seems like your mom just adores her. And then there's you, the lunatic. Controversial take. Foodie is like the homeless in California. I know, and I've seen plenty of them that have and get better benefits through Link. Why would they give up being homeless when they get paid to be? It's like a whole thing out here. Do I know that there's people on the streets that aren't drug addicts or whatever and aren't choosing to be? Yes, like that's a reality, right? But I want to say, people, I saw firsthand. I've been on the streets in California. I was one of the drug addicts who chose not to live in a home. I had roofs over my head at certain points, places to be, and I chose to go be among the homeless, to use, and I didn't want responsibilities. I didn't want to have to pay for anything, other than drugs. I've been that person, but anyway, so I'm saying all this to say, like, the reality is there's a drug problem in California. There is. There is a drug problem and people need to be forced into rehab or something. And I know it sucks hearing that, and people are going to get so mad at me because oftentimes when you force people into help, it doesn't work. But then they're also oddly protected out here. Like they could start fires and commit crimes. And they oftentimes will just be let out of jail or not even brought to jail. And it's wild how that works, right? There's a lot of bad stuff that happens because they don't really get in trouble for it anyways. I mean, our jails are so full. I remember when I was going through the whole jail circuit cycle, whatever you want to call it, you were only serving 10% of your time because they didn't have room for you. So oftentimes I would get booked in and booked right out, right? Anyways, but we have a huge problem with it out here. There's a lot of, drug addiction is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I feel like before it was like this dirty little secret, and now it's a huge, massive problem. Anyways, nobody asked for my take on it, but there we go. Mrs. Morris said, what you want to bet Salah is her transportation, and that's how he bought that car. He doesn't work. So I don't believe that he got the car for himself with his business money. I think they got it from their not their GoFundMe scam, the last scam they did. He's the transportation. She's the teacher. Or somebody in that family that's there every day is the teacher. Why is it that Sasa goes to school in Foodie Beauty's living room? Why? I mean, even children who are homeschooled, like my nephews are, they go to classes all day other places, events, whatever else. Like they stay busy. I know it's different in other places, but it's seriously in Foodie Beauty's living room. I'm not believing it's this special school for children with disabilities. It's in her fucking living room. The cat is the teacher's aide. All right. Oh, Peetz, Foodie Beauty did you dirty. When you gonna learn? It says in Canada, a person could potentially go to jail for setting up a GoFundMe for someone in Syria, but only if the fundraiser violates these specific laws or is proven to be fraudulent, which it is. She doesn't need money to get home. She told us, the internet herself, that she has money sitting in the account. And the money is for her. She's currently living in Syria. This whole thing is good luck, Peetz. Good luck to you. Maybe somebody will draw you My Little Pony art that you could put on your wall and gel with toothpaste. That's how we used to do it. That's how we did it. You stick things on the wall with toothpaste. It's so obviously fake. Yeah, Peetz is about to go to jail. I mean, he'll have like meals every day and a place to sleep, so maybe it'll be a dream for him. But they might want him to work. I'm assuming in Canadian jails and prisons, if you're there long enough, like you could work in the kitchen and stuff. He'll decline that, even though you get paid for it. Welcome home, Chantal. Together is a beautiful place to be. Nana spiked. He said, "This is the perfect doormat for your new home, Foodie." For almost 3 years, you screeched at haters claiming they wanted you to return to your old life. Now look at you actually begging to return to your old life. And there's their new doormat. Somebody should make that for them. Mrs. Morris said, "So Foodie Beauty's dream life is living in a dump, high as a kite, eating garbage, taking advantage of Pete, and chasing a crackhead. For this, she's willing to give up her handsomest man. Okay, then. It's the money. Just say you miss the money." What about a GoFundMe for Pete's commissary? He declines and getting her a sign that says "Live, Laugh, Love." So this is what she wants to go back to. She's leaving the love of her life, her handsomest husband, to go back to this. Let me remind you, when Foodie Beauty lived in this villa, she had puked in the vents. There was one time where she was showing off her room and there was condoms on the floor, on the bed, used condoms, floor, bed, on her desk, just everywhere. Oh, I don't know if I have a picture on hand of how her cat area was, but the area that the cats ate, like it was a greasy piece of cardboard on the floor and then kibble just thrown onto that. She oftentimes had her drawers full of fast food, like old fast food, KFC, McDonald's, pizza, whatever else. Her closet, let's not even talk about that. And what's even wilder is here she looks like a skinny legend compared to what she is now. Look at the one stomach. Now she has 8. This hat is so cute. Oh wait, look at this picture. She looks like a gnome, a garden gnome, a drunk garden gnome. I don't know why she insisted on her belly always being out. I don't get it. Look at her here. Still, she only had a few chins. Now there's like 12. This was Cuba Rage. I think the funnest part of Cuba Rage is when she smacked a bug across the room. That was, I think, the only time I was laughing. I don't know, that was a shit show. I remember at one point I thought she was going to have an orgy with this one drunk lady and all her friends. I don't know, it was wild. I said, I just want to remind everyone how she lived before. Troll gnome, yes. Lisa trying to pretend she's proud of that fupa. I think for some reason she is proud of it. I mean, it's ridden with STDs. I don't know what you would be proud of, but she's proud of it. Okay, so I want to remind you of who exactly Salah is. Oh God, I probably should have really read through these screenshots. I got worried for a second that something else was going to pop up. But we're supposed to respect this man. And I'm going to go through some of the things that he would text Bella. So friendly reminder, if you're new to Foodie Beauty, her husband cheated on her while she was in the ER with Bella. He was in love with Bella. He wanted to know how much money she made, if she could have kids, if she would want to come to him. He also loved her farts. He loved it. He would ask her what they smelled like. So here he says, your eyes on the ground, your head down. Don't look up. And then she says, yes, God. And he says, I'm going to grape you one day. This is him salivating over her farts. I don't think I could read that top part, but he wants to do something to her butt and lick it for 8 hours. 8 hours. Then he says, with your farts, oh my God. And then he says, American sexy ass. Want to see you naked and you just wear your cross necklace. Then I carry you, kiss your lips for 15 minutes. Then I throw you on the bed. Then I jump on you. And then he says he's going to bring his little tiny thing. He describes more things. There's no way it could do any of that, by the way. It's a little smoky. I'm not reading that. And then it extends more, yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, anyways. And this was all when he was married. If you want to read this on your own time, take a screenshot before it disappears. All right, there you go. Then he says, "You're a really bad girl." He said that he finished on her while he's dominating her. Oh, and then he wants it all over his face, on his beard, on his mouth, and he can't avoid it. It's holy ass. Holy Christian ass. Yikes. Anyways, friendly reminder, Foodie Beauty, that man never loved you. For one thing, you're incapable of loving. For two, you're just not his type. He likes people like Kibala. Apparently white Christians with holy asses. Oh, this is what he said to Kibala.
Well, I feel like I'm talking to a real dog, a real slave, a pure dog. I'm gonna shit on you and rape you and spit on your face.
Oh, we got the patooey.
Well, I feel like I'm talking to a real dog, a real slave, a pure dog. I'm gonna shit.
I don't need to hear it again. He's disgusting. He's got some weird animal kink. I mean, he was woof woofing at Kibala. I have actually a whole thread bookmarked. I can't go into it right now, but one day, if you're new to Foodie Beauty and you want to know the lore, I can read through the thread. I can show you the feet pictures, all of that. Okay. He's disgusting. He is absolutely disgusting. So when we say we think he's weird with animals, it's because he wants to do things with, I don't know. I'm not even gonna repeat it. I think he's fucking weird. Okay, I think he's fucking weird. Kibella is an actual cutie. You know, I thought she was cute. I'm not very fond of how certain things went down, but honestly, compared to Foodie Beauty, she's cute and she has things going for her, right? At least she did the last time I checked in. It looked like she had started a new job and she was wearing all these cute outfits and cute nails to work. Men want her. Like, you can't even deny that. Even if you don't like Kibala, men want her. She's comfortable with herself, and that's something that Foodie Beauty has never had. So despite putting my personal feelings aside, Kibala is very comfortable and secure in herself. She is. Foodie has to filter herself, hide from what she's done to herself. And the reality is, her man wanted Kibela. He wanted to marry her. He told Kibela he loved her. He's just using Chantal. If you even like, one day when we go through the thread, there's certain things I can't show and I'll just have to describe. But even going based on the certain type of, we'll call it corn that he's into, nobody looked like Chantal. Nobody was Foodie Beauty size. Not one woman. Not one woman. Thank God they don't have a dog. I know. I know. And it's like, there's so many things that if you sit and think about it, right? Like the time they went to that zoo and he wanted to take all the pictures holding Tiger's balls. Or the time where he said he likes to give Julia massages when she's in heat. Or if you even think about their camping vlogs, how there were always goats around and Salah was always over by the goats. Always. Like, it just, don't think about it too long because it's disgusting, but like, he's got some weird shit about him. And FYI, Salah, animals cannot consent, so keep your little smoky to yourself, you disgusting freak. Yeah, it is weird as fuck. Julia stolen from the streets of Kuwait, smuggled into Syria, now possibly being flown unwillingly to live in a far box in Canada. This poor cat, like, how much can one animal go through, right? She's never been able to get comfortable because every time she does, she has to up and move. And that's sad to me. Like, I know Chachi.
Chachi likes things to be consistent in this house. She doesn't like anything to be out of place. She is a little chihuahua, so like she'll try and yap it up to like labs going by and she tries to act really cool and like she's gonna take them down. But let me tell you about this dog. If the dishwasher is left open because the dishes are too hot and I don't want to burn my fingers off, like she will not go into the kitchen until the dishwasher is closed again. If the garage door is open out back, she will not go into the back until the garage door is closed again. She doesn't like leaves blowing past her. A baby lizard almost scared the shit out of her, and I didn't think she was going to make it. She thought it was something and sniffed it, and it went running. And like I saw her jump into the air, and I don't know, her soul leave her body for 2.5 seconds. Anyways, animals like consistency. They do. They like things to stay the same. At least my dog does. And every dog I've had before, they like routine. They like having things they're in charge of. Chachi likes being in charge of the gate. She guards it and watches it. Knows all the dogs who walk by. I thought the cat was Salah's. Didn't he say she couldn't take the cat a while back? I don't know what to believe anymore. What I do know is Julia doesn't deserve this. I hate Foodie. I hope if she goes to Canada, she does not get another animal. Here's your warning, Foodie, since I know you're watching. We will contact who we need to contact. You are not responsible with animals. You get rid of them, you neglect them. You're not responsible. Don't do that to another animal. You can't take care of yourself. You should not even have a fish, not even a goldfish. You shouldn't have a flea in your possession. My cat is very helpful when I do chores. Okay, do your guys' animals when you do laundry? I know for me, like when I do all the bedding, for example, I'll throw like all the sheets and blankets onto my bed so I just have a pile to work on. Chachi, every single time, I don't know if it's because they're warm and they just come out of the dryer, she tries to help me with them, but actually she ends up on top of all the clean sheets and blankets. And she makes herself a nice little bed with them every single time. I really think that she doesn't think that animals have feelings. And how could she think that? I mean, they have a brain. They can feel. They can feel. I think animals get happy, sad, depressed. I think they can have anxiety. I don't know. They could feel everything, and I feel like they even feel things more so than us. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. When I do laundry, my dogs start to fight each other. It's very entertaining. My cat has been guarding my body while I sleep, having COVID. He is such a sweet little guy. Now he's guarding my feet. Okay, the couch. Because you're his person. You're part of his pack. In fact, you're the leader of the pack. So he wants to make sure you're safe. A vet had to tell her cats have feelings. And this is why she shouldn't ever own any animals. If a vet has to tell you that your cat has feelings, I mean, animals can be on antidepressants. There's doggy Ativan. They can obviously feel. A vet employee, they do, and she doesn't seem to understand that. I wouldn't trust Chantal with caring for sea monkeys. Same. All right, you guys, I think that's all I have for now. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys. Even when I'm not excited to come talk about foodie beauty, I like our chats. I'm not saying that we have it so much different than everywhere else, but I like how foodie is just kind of like the background. And we go on little adventures and we find ways to relate to each other. And I'm forever grateful for you guys. I love you so much. Thank you to my amazing mods, Breezy Bunch members, to everybody who comes to hang out every single day, to anybody who even likes this stream. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. If Foodie rages later and I'm able to come on and snipe, I will. If for some reason I miss it, you know, we'll just do the morning recap tomorrow at 8. I love you. Have an amazing day. Goodbye. Foodie, don't get any more animals, you cunt. Goodbye.